the police have now, and this is according to French media, we'll wait for this to be confirmed. I'm just reading what I've got here on French media, which is that the police are believed to have opened a terrorism case as the investigation into the shooting continues. And as we've already said, the shooter is believed to have been previously arrested more than a year ago for attacking a migrant camp with a sword. And new details here, he's only believed to have been released from prison recently. Yes, and the police have confirmed now that several people have been injured in these clashes. But we saw that, Mark, didn't we? We saw that taking place. The suspect was known to police. He was known to the intelligence services. And, Mark, this possibly why the local community is so angry. They will feel like the French police have maybe dropped the ball.
Well, I think that from what I was able to glean earlier from Paris, there was some real concern about why this individual had been released after seemingly such a short period in prison. Now, whether he was released on bail pending a trial, if that's the case, then you can understand why some people might be angry, because clearly, with the events that have transpired, you have a dangerous individual who attacked a migrant camp with a sword, who was in custody for a while, was then released, either having served a very short prison term or released on bail pending a trial. That will clearly have to be, in the fullness of time, properly exposed. But when you have a community who have been attacked in this way, and they're angry and suspicious, and they're often very suspicious of the authorities, then clearly things and revelations like this have the capacity for stoking even more anger. We know that our equivalent of the Home Secretary, the French Interior Minister, was in this district of Paris, giving a news conference, giving some of these details, and that will have been overseen by quite a number of people who were out there on the streets as well. As I say, what's crucial now for us to try and find out as we go forward, Patrick, is whether that crowd of very violent people, not all of them, of course, some people were just along to see what was going on and got caught up in it, but there were certainly some very violent people in there. We saw a hail of missiles, anything they could pick up, being thrown towards the police and injuring some police officers. Have they actually dispersed and decided to call it a day, or have they just moved on to another district that we are not able to bring you live footage from? Still lots of police activity there.
Yeah, sirens absolutely blaring, and we did have initially anyway cameramen and women probably who were on both sides of this. As the situation has progressed now, we have a column of emergency vehicles. They've descended onto the scene there. It's near the Gare du Nord in Paris, in the 10th arrondissement. A man has been arrested, a 69-year-old man, previously known to police, as we've said. 3 people died in that incident. The French Interior Minister said that he is believed to have had multiple weapons with him, and 4 others have been injured. At least one of them is in an incredibly critical situation. Again, that's according to French authorities.